Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to talk about mortgage rates and what they're predicted to do over the next year and a half and how that's going to affect the market. So right now, early August 2023, we're looking at mortgage rates of about 7% for 30-year fixed rate loans. I've got two quotes that I want to share with you. The first is from Sam Cater, the chief economist for Freddie Mac. And he says, with the rate of inflation, decelerating rates should gently decline over the course of 2023. The second quote is Lawrence Yun, the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. And he says that mortgage rates will drop with the 30-year fixed mortgage rate progressively falling to 6% this year and to 5.6% in 2024. What does that mean on an individual basis? Well, mortgage rate changes impact your ability to buy a home at about a 1 to 10 ratio. And what I mean when I say that is that if mortgage rates come down 1 full percentage point, the amount of money that you can afford to spend on a home goes up about 10% while still keeping your monthly mortgage payment the same, because a smaller amount of that payment is going to interest. So to put numbers to that, let's say you're shopping for a $500,000 home at today's 7% interest rate. Over the course of the next 6-ish months, if rates come down to 6%, that's a 1% drop. Your ability to buy goes up 10%. You can now afford to spend about $550,000 while still keeping your monthly mortgage payment the same. Conversely, the opposite is also true. If rates go up 1%, your ability to buy goes down about 10%. But right now, we're looking at rates coming down, so that's good news. On a larger market-wide scale, mortgage rates are going to impact both buyers and sellers. They're going to impact sellers by bringing more inventory to the market when rates come down. And the reason for that is pretty simple. In previous years, when mortgage rates were in the 3-ish, 4-ish% range, a ton of people either bought into that rate or refinanced existing mortgages into that rate. And now all of a sudden rates are in the 7% range. You've got people who would be sellers because their homes don't fit their needs anymore. Either they're empty nesters, or they have new family members, or they need to relocate for work. They want to sell, but again, it's a 1 to 10 ratio. So trading that 3.5%, 4% rate for a 7% rate means the amount of home they could buy is significantly reduced. So it's kind of like golden handcuffs. These are people who would be sellers if the rates were palatable because they need to mortgage their next home. But now all of a sudden rates are going to be palatable again. They're coming down into the 6-ish% range. That's going to open up a lot of inventory. That's going to make it a lot easier of a decision for some sellers to list their home because they can afford to buy closer to what they actually want. It's also important to talk about how mortgage rates are going to impact buyers. Of course, falling mortgage rates are going to bring more buyers to the market. A ton of people have been sitting on the sidelines because 7% is just too high for them to comfortably buy what it is that they need to buy. But if rates come down into the 5.5%, 6% range, it becomes a lot more palatable to buy. It becomes a lot easier to buy what it is that you need to buy. So we're going to see more buyer competition come to the market as well. It's tough to say, are we going to see more buyers? Are we going to see more inventory come to the market? How much of each? It's really difficult to predict those things, but at least on paper, if you can afford to waiting for mortgage rates to come down is going to give you both more options in what you can buy, and it's going to give you the ability to buy more. If you're a seller, falling mortgage rates are going to bring more buyer demand to your listing, and it's also going to make it more palatable for you to sell because you can become a buyer yourself at a much more comfortable interest rate. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reply to this email. You can give me a call. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.